Hello, is it me you're looking for? This is a random live. About to drop the gem. Seeing who wants to come on and chit chat for a few minutes. We're doing a live. Seeing who wants to come on and chit chat to get the other wealth transfer dream, other wealth transfer alternative. Brother Keith is just going to give it to you. Pastor Keith will just give you the dream and the vision and tell you a little bit more. I may have to make the title a little different. I'm just enjoying the sunset. Where I'm at right now, you're going to notice behind me there's a beautiful sunset. So I'm enjoying it right now because the sun is going to go down. So it's a good place just to watch the sunset, good place to pray, get some thoughts out, good place to yell a good praise the Lord or hallelujah. Right here in this undisclosed location. I've got 9 people. All right, good to see you guys. So we're gonna let the sunset go down together. And I'm gonna give you a little dream and drop a few more gems. So we're just gonna let a few other people get on. Kathy, how are you? V-Shack, how are you? Good to see you guys, good to see you. Praise the Lord, good to see everybody. Glad that everybody's coming on. Just want to say hello. And you could also say where you're from as you're jumping on. State your city, state your hood, your neighborhood. Hey healer, how are you? Don't hesitate to say where you're from or where you're coming from as we jump on. All right. I know that people are getting off work right now. London, all right. London's in the house. That's one of my favorite cities, London. That's where I met my boo, my other half, okay? And I have a lot of family in the UK as well. London, I have a special place in my heart for the UK. Salem, Oregon, all right. All right, Shalom. Hey, Constance, Jason. Little Rock, all right. All right. I don't know, man. We're going to try to, I don't know. It will be wiser by the bricks. I don't know. The whole brick stuff, that stuff is still developing. Long Island is here. California, Pittsburgh. All right. Zachariah, how are you? I drove through Pittsburgh before. Interesting. Definitely, well, I love, that's some of my favorite football players. All right. Hey, healer, can you talk to Sharon? I might be in London soon. I may be in London sooner than you guys think. So please just email Sharon and I'll get in touch with Sharon as well because I'm thinking about having a meetup over in the UK. So if I can get enough people together for a meetup in the UK, I will do it and we'll make a time and everything. That is in the works right now. I'm checking out plane tickets and all this other stuff, literally. So I just was talking about that earlier. All right, so let me know anybody in the UK if you want to get together. Global Destiny, North Carolina. Woo, that's my other home. Okay, that's my other residence, NC. Okay, I love the mountains, Smoky Mountains. For any of you guys who have a prepper mindset, keep the Western Carolina in your head. That's a good area in terms of natural water coming right out the earth. It's a very beautiful place, the mountains of Western North Carolina. Eastern Tennessee is pretty cool too. If you have a preparedness mindset, just want to be away from the cities in case things get a little ugly out here. You're gonna hear a train going by. You're gonna hear the train horn. Please excuse that, guys. I'm gonna try to get into this as soon as the train passes by. We gotta let the train go by. So that's what you're hearing in the background. Let me see if I can get it on. We'll just let it go by. Zachariah, how are you? All right. Okay, and healer. Yep, thank you, healer. Let her know. Just let the train go by. Let me see. Can I put this down somewhere? I'm seeing if I can place my little phone thingy down without it dropping so I can talk with the loose hands. It looks like we're going to be able to do this. Get this dream. We got a good number of people started on here. This isn't going to be too long, guys. Let me back up. Okay. Enjoying the sun. As you can see, we got the nice sunset in the background. Let it go down. Undisclosed location. Here's what's going on, guys. I want to talk to you about another wealth transfer alternative. another wealth transfer alternative, because I'm trying to keep encouraging a lot of my brothers and sisters to let you guys know that God hasn't forgotten about you. There's some people who'll sit there and say, hey, what about this or that? I haven't been able to get cryptocurrency, or because I have some technical problems, or I can't afford a smartphone, or I can't afford a computer, or I just don't know how to do it. I'm not grasping it. I'm dyslexic or whatever, because there's so many different issues and stuff for some people. And I understand that, and God, trust me, I believe the Lord understands that as well. So my first wealth transfer alternative video, I believe I did I discussed the Iraqi dinar, which is a foreign currency. For many people out there, believers, have heard about it. They hear that the Iraqi dinar currency will revalue. Another wealth transfer video that I did, alternative video, was silver, and I discussed silver. Me and brother Drew Wyatt, we discussed that as well. And I'm trying to just, as the Lord leads me, I discussed just a few days ago Zion Oil and Gas. All right, that's a stock. A lot of Christians have been getting prophetic dreams and words concerning that, and I shared one that I received from the Lord the other day. So I believe this. I don't know if this is the last one the Lord is going to give me, but I've been sitting on this one for weeks, and the Lord has been dealing with me lately to get things out with an urgency now. There's been an urgency in my spirit to get things out. All right, so I have to be obedient. I have to get a lot of this stuff out, because if there's a timing to it, we want to make sure we're obedient to the Lord, because I don't want anyone to be hindered and then later say, hey, I didn't know, or brother, so I'm just doing my part as a messenger. Okay. I believe that there's another wealth transfer alternative. I believe personally there's a couple currencies coming out of the continent of Africa that will be valuable. The one that was highlighted to me was the UGX, and that's for Uganda, the Ugandan currency. I had and I believe that there might be another one as well with that, and that's the Tanzania shilling. So I may retitle that. Here's why. The dream I received, and I received this dream some time ago. I actually received this dream maybe 8-7 months ago. I actually told it in a sermon. And for those of you that watch some of the sermons when I'm online preaching, you may have caught it. In the dream, I was in my new house, which I do not own yet, but I'm calling it forth because I know the Lord has a new place for me to live. I was in my new house with my kids, and as we were in the house and we looked out the window, a massive giraffe walked past. Now, we were like, wow. And I'm pointing out to my kids, like, did you see it? They're like, yeah, Dad. So I got 2 young children. I said, well, let's go see where he goes. So we ran downstairs. We were upstairs. We ran downstairs to see the giraffe, and he's walking by the window, and we looked at his body, and this giraffe was huge, massive. And it was, the skin, the coat, its skin was beautiful, just like shining, glistening, like it was just big and beautiful, this giraffe. And it had big muscles too. It was very muscular, this giraffe, very muscular, healthy, huge, massive giraffe. And it just slowly went, just imagine like this, like literally, that's the best way I could put it. It walked past our windows, and it's there with its massive head, and it's walking by, and it just and it looks at us, and then it does this, looks at my kids, comes in and smiles at us, and then backs back up and then walks away. And it was the most beautiful giraffe I've ever seen. And my kids and I, we looked out, so we said, let's go see where he's going. And we went out, we looked, and he just walked off through the backyard and walked off at my new house, which I do not own yet, because I'm believing the Lord for a new place to live. So that right there, I was like, wow. When I had the dream, I woke up, I told a few friends about it. Some of them said, well, maybe it's for the cryptocurrency, the giraffe. I said, no, this is something else. And I prayed into it, and I believe the Lord told me it's for currency. That's what the word I heard, currency. I said, okay. So I didn't hear cryptocurrency, I heard currency. So I knew it was dealing with money, and I knew giraffes are typically basically found in Africa. So that's where I led me on it. I looked online and I seen two currencies that had the giraffe was Tanzania as well as Zimbabwe. So I heard from I believe one or two prophets. Well, there's been multiple prophets who talked about foreign currencies. Let me say that number one. Multiple prophetic people have prophesied about foreign currencies. Do I know all these prophets personally? No. Do I know their ministries? Do I know if they have sin in their lives? Do I know all that stuff? No, I'm going to say that. No, but I'm just saying multiple prophets have prophesied about foreign currencies. And these foreign currencies, with the dinar, of course, but as well, some of these African nations, these prophets have been prophesying. I will say, I'm getting a little louder. I'm going to pause real quick because, again, we've got trains going by. So if I pause, it's just the loud noise. All right? But let me just pop this up because we are in train zone. All right, so with all these prophetic voices are popping up and they're prophesying foreign currencies from Africa, and we know the Iraqi dinar is Middle East. That's north, but they're also saying Africa. I believe one prophetic brother who said there's going to be Prophet Manuel Johnson. Some people say he's a true prophet. Some people say he's above reproach. Some people have criticism. For every one of these prophetic voices, pastors and ministers, people will criticize. Kevin Drake, he definitely has prophesied about some of these coins as well. Some of these, foreign currencies. He's online. We got Manuel Johnson. We also have I believe Joshua Giles. I believe he mentioned something about foreign currencies. And who else? We've got a couple people. I mean, people who have just been prophesying, saying stuff about foreign currencies, what they've seen in dreams and visions, etc. I think Barry Wunsch, if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly, another prophet, Barry Wunsch, he has prophesied about Africa, the wealth coming in Africa. Kyle Day, he's on YouTube. He prophesied recently about Uganda. So what I told you with the dream, I saw this big old massive giraffe coming through. So I kind of was like, all right. And I looked it up. I saw Tanzania and I saw Zimbabwe. And I spoke to some believers and I seen it. There's some people prophesying prophecies regarding their currencies as well. But I don't know. I cannot say for sure. Only thing I know for sure is the Lord did say regarding currency, to Tanzania is definitely one to look at. All right. The UGX. Here's the reason why with the UGX. Uganda is loaded with gold. It is loaded with gold. There's a lot of gold underneath the earth. And I've said that in the last live stream, in some of these videos, that when you see wars and skirmishes on the planet, and you see people arguing and there's wars, i.e. Israel, Hamas, or this nation, that nation, a lot of times what they don't tell you, they'll wind you all up, but there's also resources. There's a battle for resources in a lot of these skirmishes. So, like, you don't know the full story when you're talking about what's going on with some of these places. All right. There's when they say there's a battle for land, yeah, there's a battle for land, but that's part of the truth. There's something underneath the ground as well. So regarding the Uganda, I had woke up one morning after I started praying into that dream. I saw the massive giraffe. I woke up one morning. I was praying a couple days into this, trying to seek the Lord, trying to say, okay, God, what's going on? What I need to know? What's going on? I've been praying it for a few days. And then one morning, I woke up and I heard clearly, UGX, UGX, UGX. I heard it 3 times, right as I was waking up out of my sleep. And I knew immediately that was the confirmation for what I needed, that the Lord was pointing me towards Uganda. It was the UGX currency. That's the name of their currency, UGX. Now, my good friend, who I consider him a friend, I've got to speak with him a couple times, and brother Michael Lawrence. Michael Lawrence is another brother on YouTube. Michael Lawrence just recently put out a dream. Okay, again, excuse the horns, true trains going by. Michael Lawrence just recently put out a dream where he had said he saw some currencies, and the currencies were three different stacks, the currencies. And when he saw the currencies, he told me, I spoke to him personally, he said he could not make out what country the currencies were. He could not make out what country the currency were. But he said to me, he said, Brother Keith, the currency color was purple and yellow. And I think the third color was green. But he said purple and yellow. He saw that for sure. I think red was the other color. I think it was red. Purple, yellow, and I think red. I'm just going off memory of the conversation. You guys can go on Michael Lawrence's channel, check his last YouTube video. I think it might be up. I said immediately, brother, those are the exact colors for the UGX, the Uganda currency. Now, Michael Lawrence just recently had that particular dream, okay? And this is a brother, I believe he hears from the Lord. And he's got, you guys can go on his channel, check him out, because some of the dreams he's had, sometimes you have to put two and two together. I told him immediately, I said, brother, I believe that's UGX for the Ugandan currency. The color scheme, you guys look it up. You got Google images, you can look it up, Uganda currency. You will see the color for those currency of that particular thing. Now, here's the vision. I'm giving you guys another one. I just had a vision as I was praying the other day. I was praying, and there's some Christians out there who understand praying in tongues is more than gibberish. There's some mature Christians out there who understand that's a supernatural communication line. Okay? So if you pray in tongues, great. If you don't pray in tongues, ask God to help you, to give you that gift. All right? And he'll give it to you. It took years for me to get it. I could have been at first because I mocked it, and I then repented to God when I started to see my older brother, who's with the Lord now. One day he wasn't speaking in tongues, and then when he received the gift of tongues, he was speaking fluent Hebrew. And this was in the hood in Miami, Florida. All right. And my brother never went to Hebrew school a day in his life. Okay. And he was able to speak fluent Hebrew. Okay. Supernaturally. So I'm just telling you that don't make a mockery on things you don't understand. So anyway, I was praying in tongues and praying, and I had a vision. And in the vision, what I saw was very interesting. In the vision, I saw a massive angel underground. And when I saw this massive angel underground, he had a huge, like a giant cylinder of gold. It was like a huge cylinder. Look at my when I stretch my arms. It was like huge, like this. And this angel had this huge cylinder of gold, and I immediately perceived from the vision he was underground in Uganda, under the ground, under the surface. And he started pushing it up, and he's pushing it through the earth, and he's pushing it through. And I knew immediately, and I prayed about it some more, that there's going to be massive veins of gold found in Uganda. Like, they haven't found all the gold yet. They are nowhere near finding all the gold in Uganda. There's going to be new veins popping up because it's the hand of God. He's pushing up. He's allowing these angels, because I saw this massive angel pushing it up. And I saw another thing. He got another one, and he's pushing it up in another area, just pushing up these massive. It's going to be veins of gold. People who understand mining know what I'm talking about. You understand it. He's pushing it up through the earth, so it's going through the earth. So they're going to be finding gold in Uganda with ease in certain areas. All right? So I got a prophetic word on that. If you live in Uganda, you have family in Uganda, etc., if a few of you are able to get some of your friends, your family together, and you guys start banding together to try to learn to extract the gold, to try to get into the mining business over in Uganda, where you can have stuff that's your own. You don't let the foreign countries come in and dictate to you the terms. start trying to do it yourself. There's a massive blessing coming to the people of Uganda. All right. I'm not saying Uganda's not going to have bad days. I'm not going to say, it's going to be happy days for no. But there's some blessings coming to Uganda. You got to pray. This is a prophetic word. Pray for the government of Uganda. Pray for them. And the people in Uganda, pray for your leaders. I mean, pray like you never prayed before. Pray for them. Intercede for them. There's massive financial blessings coming to that nation. And part of that is because you have stood up in the face of the LGBTQ, whatever, all those other letters. You stood up in the face of that agenda where they have tried to cut you off financially from trading and other things on earth, and sanctions and all those things, because you refuse to participate in that agenda. And for those of you who know, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Because you refuse that, there's massive blessings coming to you. All right. So this is a wealth transfer season, and God is not, he's not playing. He's going to be reversing things around, moving things back around. So that's the word on that. Uganda, UGX, that's the name of the currency. That I believe wholeheartedly that's a wealth transfer alternative. I personally, I've been getting it electronically on wise.com. So I will put a link once this video is uploaded. I will put a link. If you want to go through Wise, please use my referral link. Wise.com is just basically a way to get it electronically. For those of you that travel or who travel from country to country, then a lot of you are familiar with wise.com. It's a way for people who travel, and also for expats. If you're, you have your currency over here for one country, but you want your full value of your currency in another country. It utilizes, to try to put it in simple terms, you get the currency electronically available to use, like on your debit card or whatever, in that country at that rate. So theoretically speaking, in terms of a wealth transfer, if the US dollar loses a whole bunch of its value, which has been prophesied, a lot of people are prophesying that, if it loses a bunch of its value, but you have an account on wise.com, and in one of your accounts on the wise.com, you had a certain section for your Uganda, you'll hold value for Uganda. So if their value takes off in currency, you're going to keep that value, and then you can basically benefit because it's at that high value. So I try to put it in layman terms for you to understand that. All right. So that's why some people are using wise.com, people in the know concerning the wealth transfer. That's a way to do it. The Iraqi dinar is not on wise.com, but many other nations are. All right. And I think the Tanzania shilling might be on there. I'm not sure. But I was mainly focused on the Uganda, the UGX, because that's what I seen in the vision. And with the dream, with the waking out of the dream, and I'm hearing the voice telling me 3 times, UGX, UGX, UGX. So that's why I'm highlighting Uganda's currency, as well as multiple witnesses who have spoken about Africa's currencies. And I gave them dreams, and I mentioned as many people's names as I could. All right, some of them who are on YouTube. All right, I did that out of respect and honor, because I wasn't the first with this revelation. But I have been sitting on it. I have been sitting on it for maybe 7 months. But when I just saw the vision a few days ago of that massive angel shoving the gold and pushing it upwards through the earth, I knew it was for Uganda. I had the urging of the Lord to get this out quickly, because wealth transfer alternatives, we got to let the people know now. People who are maybe frustrated, they're not in the crypto realm, or they don't know how to do it, or, there's people when I've recommended silver and gold as a wealth transfer alternative, they don't have the access that some other countries have in order to buy silver coins and things of that nature. Things may be a little more difficult in their particular region of the earth. And the Lord has given me that understanding that YouTube, people all over the world are watching a lot of my videos. So I just want to be a blessing to the body of Christ and to be obedient to let this stuff out. So that's that. You got my the wise.com referral link will be there. For those of you who are out there who still want to learn about precious metals, you want to learn about silver and gold, you want to learn the ins and outs about it, you want to know about not only just buying it, you want to know how to test it to see if it's real, if it's fake, join my Patreon. My Patreon is precious metals and preparation. For those of you who want to prepare for the future, for emergencies, like you've seen some of the stuff that's happening in Israel and Hamas, what would you do in that situation? That's all in my class. We've been talking about it. What would you do in those situations? What are you going to do? We've been talking about preparing, storing food, storing water, all this different stuff. That's in my Patreon class, precious metals and preparation. That's what I'm teaching. It's a twofold class. You're actually getting 2 for the price of 1 inside that class. So anybody who wants to join my Patreon class, KeithIton Entertainment, ITON Entertainment on Patreon. All right, I'll put the link in that later, okay? It's getting dark out here. That's why I'm talking about the light. The sun has officially went down, and I even got a moon over there for you prophetic Luna Classic people. Let me show you right up in the background. See? Got a moon going. Woohoo! All right, so that's the wealth transfer alternative that I had to be obedient and I had to deliver. That's it regarding what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, I don't know why you're doing the Klondike advert unless you had some Klondikes you're giving out or some coupons. Okay, Kathy, good to see you. Christ Made Connections, good to see you, Misha. And Jan Campos, it's good to see you. I'm trying to understand the Klondike bar. I did enjoy those as a kid, though. All right. So wealth transfer alternatives. If the Lord gives me anything else, I will give it. But again, it's been an urgency lately for me to get these released, to get these out. I don't know why. I don't know what the Lord's doing. But I have a feeling that some of this stuff, hey, Psalms, I have a feeling that some of the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, I have a feeling that it can really go to a different level. Dan Joe Williams, do me a favor. Put your email in your next comment. Put your email. And then when I upload the video, I'm going to email you. I'll shoot you an email. All right. I have to start doing that now because my inbox has been getting over flooded. And I can't keep up. So just shoot me an email, Dan Joe Williams. And then when I upload the video, I'm just going to get your email and I will send you a message. All right. All right. XRP Rebel, you had a dream about UGX. Woo! Thank you. I love when there's a witness. If you got a channel, please upload the dream, please. Oh my gosh, and put it in the comments section. You can put in the comments section. I read the comments. A lot of viewers read the comments if you had a dream about the UGX. So we've got numerous people starting to pop up with dreams about the UGX as well as visions. Just a lot of people are starting to pop up, all right? And I'm going to definitely say between Manuel Williams, Manuel Johnson. Yeah, forgive me, brother. He definitely prophesied about the foreign currencies. Kevin Drake has. He's talked about UGX. Michael Lawrence, he just told a dream the other day he had, and I knew that was UGX. And then we got some others. Kyle Day, he just put out UGX. So you guys pay attention to this stuff. This is serious, all right? Wanda, how are you? Free Spirit, how are you? Thank you. It's getting darker out here, but I wanted to be here as the sun was going down. It just wanted to be fun, and the Lord has been dealing with me saying, you got to get this stuff out. So I just feel that there's an urgency. Just like the video, you guys know I'm not the guy to do videos so often, all right? But I'm not. But when the Lord gives me that urgency, get it done. That means He's up to something, all right? So I'm not trying to give you guys any false hope or anything. I'm just being obedient on what my assignment is for while I'm here. I believe that there's going to be like a Noah moment. For those of you that read your Bibles, Noah has been like. It was like this with Noah, all right? You read the Bible closely when Noah and there was the flood event. The Bible does say that Noah was a preacher of righteousness. But after a while, guys, remember this. He stopped preaching. He just eventually sealed up, got everybody in the ark, the people that would listen, including the animals. And it says, you read it closely in the Bible, it says God shut the door of the ark. I believe that with some of the stuff that we've been prophesying, we've been saying in our dreams and visions, and people have been mocking us and laughing at us and all this stuff. I've read all these different comments. I believe there's going to be a point where God is going to close the ark, where it's going to be too late, where the people who are mocking and laughing and all that stuff, ha, ha, he, oh, he's whatever, there's going to be that ark moment. And the people that heeded, who at least did the mature thing, which I said in the last video, prayed about it. Just pray about it. If you're not sure, if you think maybe I was smoking peyote, which I don't smoke, or if you were thinking I was just off or anything like that, pray about it. That's the advice. You pray about any prophetic word that you're given, any prophetic dream. Pray about it. If you're not sure, pray about it. You know, if you want, and even if you should even get into it, say, hey, Lord, you know, I don't know. Is this true? Or do you want me to even invest in it? You pray about it. That is the thing to do. Just pray about some of these investments. If you're not sure, you pray about it. Okay, guys, that's the most responsible thing to do. And ask God to give you revelation and to show you if it's something you should even touch or be involved with. There's some things that I've prayed about it. People told me about crypto projects or whatever. And I prayed about it and God told me, no, not for you. Okay, cool. You see? So there's a lot of things. I have knowledge of some things. I've seen some dreams and visions or some things, and the Lord told me don't share it. I'm just okay. People have shared with me a lot of different investments, a lot of different things they've seen. Don't share it, and I sometimes when the Lord doesn't give me an inkling, I won't touch it. By the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. I eat red crayons for breakfast with curry chicken. That's just I have to put those disclaimers out there for people who will later say, you told me I should do that. No, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have to put the disclaimer out there. Okay, so you have your disclaimer. Okay, you pray about it. You do what you feel led to do. All right, that's for everybody out here. Do what you feel led to do. Okay, pray about it and pray about the other currency I mentioned as well, because that giraffe. And there's been prophetic voices talking about the Tanzania currency. That's the other currency. So pray about that, because again, we know in part, we prophesy in part. This is all Bible. You all right? I know only so much. There's some things I don't have a clue about. Okay. I will be dropping us another video soon, but this is one, like I said, I have to be obedient when the Lord says, get it out. He's telling me basically, get up off my butt, get the word out. So whoever needs it. The choo-choo trains are coming. The trains are coming. Misha, you're right. This could be prophetic. The trains are coming. You hear the trains in the background. They are coming, and there are actually trains now going by. All right, everybody. I'm going to sign off. I'll be in touch. God bless you all. The trains are coming. If you feel it in your spirit, I feel it too. It's in my spirit. I feel it. Something's going to happen soon. I don't know what, but something's going to happen soon. All right. God bless you all. John, God bless you. Good to see you, my friend. God bless you. John, you got to, man, get in touch with me, because I need to get me some UGX, brother, and you're going to be one of my contacts. All right? So I want to, aside from having the digital UGX, which I said I will put up the links for everything I talked about, aside from digital on wise.com, for you to get it physical in your hand. This is, like I was saying, guys, there's some of you who can't get certain things because of whether you can't get a silver coins because of where you live, or you're having trouble getting certain cryptocurrencies because of where you live, or you're financially not able. That's why God is showing you there's wealth transfer alternatives, other things you could do, other things you could be involved with. All right. For those brothers and sisters who already live in Africa, it'll be easier for you to get UGX than it is for people in the Western world. All right. I'm letting you know facts. It might be easier for you to get it because, if you're already on the continent, you maybe just have to go to a currency exchange, etc. For some people, like in the United States, getting UGX is not that simple. All right. You either have to get it electronically through wise.com, or you have to go on like certain websites, currency websites, and you have to find the right one. All right. And you have to pay a heavy premium over here in the States to get it. All right. So these are things that you need to check. Everybody needs to think about. God is setting everybody up depending on where you live. God knows that certain people live in certain areas. All right. Oh, Danjo, don't play with me, brother. Don't play with me and tell me you're there. Don't play with me. I tell you better put your email in the section. All right. Because I want to know if some dreams you had too. All right. And if certain banks, billionaires, let me say this, certain banks don't carry certain currencies. Some do. So check your banks. Billionaires Karn has made a good suggestion. You could check your bank, see if your bank will give you, will do an exchange. If you tell them, hey, I'm planning a vacation on going to Uganda or whatever, whatever you tell them, that's up to you. That's between you and God. certain banks can get it, certain banks cannot. So I want to make sure you guys know that certain banks you can get certain currencies, certain banks you cannot. All right. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that. All right. All right. Danjo, here's my joke of the day. You are my most trusted advisor. What movie was that? Let's see if Danjo Williams knows. You are my most trusted advisor. I want to see if you know. Danjo, I was giving you a second. See if you knew that movie. Last King of Scotland. You didn't get it. You didn't get it in time, man. The Last King of Scotland. I believe that was the title of the movie. That was, I can't remember the brother. Forrest Whitaker. He was playing the Ugandan leader, all right, in that movie. All right. Yep, I got it. Colors of the Money. Exactly. All right. The Last King of Scotland was a real good movie. Oh, you got to watch that movie. Forrest Whitaker. I think he got an award for that movie too, and he was playing Idi Amin. All right, guys, I gotta go. I will be in touch. God bless you all, and have a good night. And I literally mean that. Have a good night. Let me get up out of here because it's dark and it's getting a little spooky, and I saw the sun go down. All right. All right. See, John Timely, you got that joke today. Goodbye, everybody. Confirmation. Praise the Lord. Brother Keith is going to get off of here, and we will be in touch, everyone.